In this world there is not just human, there are also demons that come to interact with humanity in order to interfere in human affair. Why are demons interfering in people's life? How do they have access to your life? These are questions we are trying to answer. What matter is not to cast out demon and say I bind you and cast you out, for the big issue is how did they have access in the first place? Demon have no right to attack any man on earth. They can't do what they want, so when a demon attack you, it's mean there is act or written decree signed against your life and family, and given to demon in the form of ordinance or permission that give them legal right to hunt you down. An ordinance is the authorization and mandate to act against you. Normally as a human being, evil spirit cannot interfere in your life. If they don't have that right, a man die on the cross so that we can be able to bring down evil altar, but demon cannot interfere in your life unless there is something that give them legality. The reason a demon cannot attack you just like that is because the Lord has set a law that is called the law of territory. The law of territory mean that the earth is a territory given to the children of men. It was given to men of flesh and blood. It is not the habitation of demon. God had created Adam to govern the earth. Genesis 1 verse 26. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image according to our likeness, let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So for demon to interfere in men's life, they will need something that give them legal right to intervene. Demon function according to the law of territories, which is a parameter set by God. This parameter permit and authorize wicked spirit that were cast out of heaven to operate, roam and patrol the earth. But there are boundaries, limitation and restriction that are not supposed to be breached. Thus they have no right to touch people's life. These are boundaries set by the Creator for them. They cannot reach you and harm unless they are given access. The Bible say that our adversary prowl around us seeking whom to devour. He is prowling because he has no access, and he is monitoring the life of the believer hoping that the latter will open a door for him. Therefore be sober, because of these limitation and restriction. In order to bypass the limit established by God, the enemy went on to raise evil altar in every family of the world in order to have a degree of access to the dweller of the earth. Many people can be reached by evil spirit because of family altar, for when an altar is raised, there are words that are spoken over the offering, and these words are decree. These decree become handwriting of condemnation. These decree become edict, injunction, prescription and promulgation of condemnation that is set against an individual or a family. When the Lord died on the cross, which is the most important altar, in order to undo or cancel the act or handwriting of condemnation that stood against us and condemned us, he said words on the altar of the cross. These words of the Lord spoken on the altar of the cross are affecting the believer today. That is why the 7 word of Jesus Christ on the cross is important. These are words spoken on the altar and over the sacrifice and offering of blood. That is why the blood of the Lamb speak better things even today, when the Lord say further forgive them for they don't know what they are doing. These spoken words are decree, that become handwriting and promulgation of justification for those who believe in Him. When the Lord said it's all over, it mean the debt of sin that condemn us has been paid. These words on the altar written decree, injunction, prescription and promulgation, the Bible say He has blotted out act, decree, handwriting of condemnation, written law that stood against us. These handwriting of condemnation were previously handed over to the spirit world of demons to act against us. The Bible say, blotting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us, which was contrary to us, and took it out of the way, nailing it to His cross. In this passage we have the verb condemn and set. When there is an evil altar, understand that there are condemnation. There are condemnation that are set against family so that people will remain in a cycle of continual failure. In a family many are blocked and are failing. It has become a cycle, because they are condemnation that's set against them. Despite many years of prayers, these condemnation remain, because you are failing to bring down the altar. Things that don't change for years and years are related to an evil altar. When the Bible talk about handwriting of ordinances, these are written decree containing spoken words of the altar given to demons and the spirit world for them to use it as a mandate. The ordinance are the authorization, precept, permission given to demon through handwriting and condemnation to attack you. An act is a decision that was taken against you and was signed and was given to demon, in order to execute them against you. If you are being opposed by demon and wizard, it's because there is a permission and legal right given to demon to fight you. This is what we call ordinance of condemnation. There is also an ordinance before God to justify whoever believe in Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. That is why demon need act and ordinances. You are being oppressed, it's because there are act or decree written and signed against you, and handed to demon. Ordinance give a permission and right to demon to chase and fight us. We were dead because of our offenses, and because of these offenses, there were act and ordinances of condemnation, that have allowed demon that reach us. We must blot out, cancel and tear down handwriting of condemnation against our life and our family.